The Icelandic pension system has been rated as one of the top pension systems in the world by the Mercer CFA Institute. On our website lífeyrismál.is, you can find various information on pension matters in 3 languages: Icelandic, English, and Polish. You can also find information there about all the different pension funds in Iceland. In this presentation, we point out some of the issues to keep in mind if you are working in Iceland or thinking about working in the country. Through the Pension Gateway, you can get an overview of your accrued pension in Iceland. You go to the website of your current pension fund and access your fund member's website using Icelandic electronic ID. There you can find information about future old age pension from all pension funds on one screen. The role of the pension funds is simple. Your pension fund receives premiums that your employer pays, invests them to earn a return, and later makes payments to you. Pensions are paid to fund members when they retire or in case of disability. If pension members die, their spouse or children may also be entitled to benefits. According to Icelandic law, it is mandatory for all workers between ages 16 and 70 to pay a minimum of 15.5% of their total salary into a certified pension fund. It is possible to pay all the premium into lifelong pension or to put 3.5% into specified personal pension. If you choose to put 3.5% into specified personal pension, your lifelong pension will decrease. And if you become disabled, you will receive lower disability pension. Some pension funds also offer higher premium payments into personal pension plans. Additional pension savings comes on top of mandatory pension savings and is explained later in this presentation. So what are the main sources of retirement income? The 4 boxes show various possible sources of income for people after retirement. The purpose of the social insurance system is to provide a certain minimum level of pension. Pension funds pay a lifelong pension based on premiums paid over the working life. Supplementary savings or personal pension savings is when a voluntary additional contribution is made by both worker and employer. We encourage people to take advantage of this favorable savings option. In addition, some people have other savings and assets. This figure shows how retirement pension from the Social Security authorities is affected by payments from pension funds. The image shows total pension payments with payments from pension funds in yellow and state pension shown in dark gray color. Social Security pension decreases as payments from pension funds increase. Please note, payments from pension funds are not linked to other income in the same way as Social Security pension is. The main role of occupational pension funds is to provide a lifelong pension to its members. In addition, the pension funds also provide disability pension and, in case of death, a pension to a surviving spouse and children below the age of 18 or sometimes older. By gaining overview of your pension early on and what options you have, you can make a difference in your future pension payments. Supplementary savings are optional, but they can increase flexibility when you retire. As a wage earner, you can decide to pay 2 to 4% of your earnings into supplementary savings, which are then matched with a 2% additional contribution from your employer. This is in fact a pay raise. Please note that you must fill out an application to start your supplementary savings. You can use your supplementary savings tax-exempt for mortgage payments. When you buy your first property in Iceland, you can use up to 500,000 Icelandic kroners per year for 10 years. For those who already own a property, you can use supplementary savings tax-exempt to allocate monthly payments into your mortgage loan, thereby lowering future mortgage payments. Further information regarding how to use supplementary savings when buying your first property is available on the homepage of the Icelandic tax authorities accessible here through this QR code. If you have worked in Iceland for some time and then decide to move abroad, here are some important steps you might want to consider. Inform your pension fund about your next address and your email. Your pension funds can then make sure you receive regular information about your accrued benefits. Notify Registered Iceland or Þjóðskrá of your departure. Either you can do this or your employer can do this on your behalf. This ensures that you are correctly registered when you have moved away from Iceland. When the time comes to retire, there are different processes for pension applications, depending on where you live. If you live within the European Union, it is sufficient to go to your local Social Security office, apply for pension and inform them that you have also worked in Iceland. They will send your application to the Icelandic Social Security authorities and the pension funds. However, if you live outside of the EU, you will have to contact the pension funds in Iceland yourself. Please note that you do not lose your accrued benefits in the Icelandic pension funds if you move out of the country. If you want to enjoy life in retirement, remember early on to give your pension some attention.